Alright, what's up, viewers? This is Pointman, and I'm here with my buddy, Prussian Prince.
Hello, viewers.
This is going to be a 1v1 match in the Sich Cup tournament, as Prussian Prince likes to say, but the proper name of it is the Sich Cup tournament. And the
Yes.
players here are Killerfish and Klayton of the VM clan.
And
I,
I think Killerfish's favorite here, well, obviously. And I haven't really seen much of Klayton though, but I see Killerfish playing almost every day. It's quite normal now to see him in every tournament. Playing and destroying people.
naturally.
He's the new duck. Anyway, game is starting. We have Sword Dojo and Shrine. In the center for Killerfish we have two red bears. Then he has, what is that? On his right flank, red bear rank 2, supported by spear levy and 4 cavalry units. An Imperial Guard Cav, Saber Cav rank 2, and 2 Yari Cav, Yari Ki actually rank 7. And on his left flank he's got, what is this? Yari Ki rank 2, Saber Cav rank 2, and 2 more cavalry units, a Revolver Cav, Vanilla, and a Yerki rank 7. And Spear Levy and Red Bear, so mix of spears, gun units, and lots of Cav, basically.
For Klayton, he has 4 Yuri Key. He does have 3 150s at the front. The 150s are United States Marines, Black Bear Infantry, 2nd Black Bear Infantry, and on the right flank he has 2 Red Bears. In reserve, on his center he has a White Bear, and on his left he has another White Bear. And for general-wise, he has a Command Gen.
I forgot to mention for Killerfish that he has a full Bushido General with Heroic Assault. I thought he had Command Gen, considering the build, but I guess he wants to have that Heroic Assault.
My mistake, Klayton also has a Revolver Cav. And early on, Killerfish did do a few casualties to one of Klayton's Yuriki. He was just trying to keep the Shrine and the Sword Dojo out of Klayton's favor. Looks
Yeah.
like Klayton will get the Sword Dojo, and there is a minor engagement over here. It's just a Yuriki charging into a Red Bear Infantry, and it looks like he was just going to use that Spear Levy as a meat shield against those guns. That way they could draw their fire away from Killerfish's Red Bears. And it looks like now Killerfish is going to send another Yuriki to charge this Red Bear Infantry. So I really do think Killerfish will turn the tide of this battle. Klayton is supporting with a reserve White Bear Infantry, so he will be able to take out Killerfish's Yuriki. In the rear, I don't know if you're watching this right now, Prussian Prince, but in the back there is a Cav fight there between a Saber Cav and a Yuriki. Klayton was hiding a Saber Cav as well, so add that to his list of his build.
Yeah. But in the center though, you can see that Klayton has 2 highly upgraded units doing nothing. But he just basically won on his right flank. So Killerfish needs to do something on the opposite flank. Otherwise he's going to lose this battle. And he needs to do something fast. He's going into position with that Vermilion Bird Force. He's going to be able to flank that Black Bear unit, I believe. I believe he has line of sight. And yes, he does have line of sight. So shots should be fired very soon.
And Klayton, he is winning on the other side. It looks like Killerfish is going to mass his Cav. He does have a Revolver Cav and a depleted unit Yuriki charging into this Red Bear Infantry. And oh my god, he just tore that Red Bear in half. And yeah, it is going to shatter very soon. It's routing. And Klayton is going to support with a Yuriki. He's going to send his Yuriki towards that Revolver Cav. Maybe he should change targets now into that Red Bear. Quickly break it, and then he'll have a spare gun on this side of the battlefield.
If you look at the right flank of Killerfish right now, he's just gonna go in with 2 Cav units, 2 highly upgraded ones. One into a White Bear and the other into the Black Bear infantry. The Marines should turn around so they can fire into that Yariki, but actually he's countercharging with his own Yariki and supporting with the Revolver Cav, so Killerfish should be losing his 2 Yariki right now, but let's see if they do enough damage before they die. He's gonna do a good job by pulling back his Yariki. So he's not going to take as much damage, and he did deal some casualties to the lines of Klayton, but I wonder if it's enough. And now he's going to get charged.
Oh snap! Klayton did throw down bombardment, so he did throw down the bombardment in that cavalry force of Killerfish. That's gonna kind of disorganize them, and Klayton is gonna do his own little counterattack. So now the tide is turning against Killerfish, and if he wants to survive this, he needs to win those cav fights and get his cav into Klayton's guns. But Klayton is actually doing the best job he can do right now. He is taking out Killerfish's cav. He is hitting them from the front and back. He is sandwiching them on the left flank of Klayton's force. And it looks like now Killerfish is going to try and send his Imperial Guard cav. This is how desperate you could see that he's in right now. He's sending his gun cav into melee against guns, but they're just going to be torn up against these revolver cav.
And nice job by Klayton on the other side, just turning around his white bears so that revolver cav can't get any flanking shots on them. And now you can see that Klayton's left flank, actually, he's gonna be able to win there. And now he's also charging in with his gen, just to make sure that the shock damage is inflicted and that red bear Killerfish cannot fire and reload, while his own black bear just fires into the blob. And now he's gonna pull out his gen so that doesn't lose him. And roller cav of Killerfish doing quite the damage to that white bear because Klayton is mismicroing it, but game seems to be pretty much over anyway.
Well, Killerfish Gen did sustain a lot of damage, down to 7 out of 30. He was attacking Klayton's United States Marines, so that Gen is pretty much dead, but he's using Banzai, so he's not dead yet. Killerfish is turning the tide on the right flank. Looks like he is going to lose on the center. It's a red bear versus a black bear. Oh, never mind, it routed. Take that back, Killerfish is winning on the center now, but Klayton's United States Marines are going to change that tide. So it is definitely in Klayton's favor. There is no coming back from that. I guess because of the Sword Dojo, the cav really weren't as efficient.
Yes, I was just about to mention that attack is quite important when you have 8 cavalry. Like, just denying it would be important, but if you take it, like, imagine how strong Killerfish's cav would have been if he had just kept it away from his opponent. And I think he could have been able to do that with Spear Levy or something. I think he should have been able to do that.
I mean, he used it as a meat shield. He might as well used it for at least neglecting a dojo. That would have been a logical choice.
Oh, hello, Majutsu.
Hey guys. So when does Fishy have to play?
He's playing now.
Soldier.
Oh. Klayton in Sich Cup.
And we're streaming.
Klayton just won first game.
Nice.
Congratulations, Klayton.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exciting. Killerfish has to work for it now.
It's
good job, Mother Russia.
Yeah.
It's the fatherland versus Mother Russia, and Mother Russia took round 1.
So you're streaming or just recording?
Streaming.
Both.
Yeah.
I don't see the link. What chat are you in?
His channel.
Yeah, well, I'll put it on Mumble. But anyway, I think we should take a look at the unit stats. So for Klayton, we have vanilla white bears with 158 kills. It's quite a lot.
Revolver cav, best killers for Killerfish.
Yeah, they did quite a lot on that flank. But you can see that,
I'm gonna save this replay.
Yeah, his cav didn't really do much. Look, his saber cav just got wasted because it got charged by Yariki, and he wasn't micromanaging it. So basically, he lost 2 saber cav, and he didn't get anything in return for that. So that wasn't the best trade for Killerfish. But you can see that with a cavalry heavy army such as Killerfish's, like, any mistake can be fatal. Like, you have to have good timing in order to win with such a build. But anyway, thank you for watching, and see you in game number 2 of this epic match. Hello, this is the Prussian Prince with Pointman.
Hello.
And Majutsu.
Hello.
This is Sich Cup round, I believe, 3 of playoffs. It is Killerfish from TWR against VM's Klayton. Currently, the score is 1-0 in one player's favor, and I'm not gonna say whose favor. You should be watching the first game, not the second one. first. Anyway, game is starting, so I'm gonna go over Killerfish's build. He's got, let's see, he's got on his left flank Red Bear, Vanilla, Spear Levy, supported by Saber Cav level 2, Cherokee level 2, two of those. As for his center force, Red Bears, Shogunate Guard Infantry rank 1, interestingly enough, Red Bear Vanilla, and another White Bear that he's sending over to the right to get the workshop. And he also has, wow, that's 3 Yarikachi that he's sending to the right, interesting. And what is this, 3 more Cav units, 2 Yariki rank 2 and 2 Saber, actually another Saber Cav rank 2. And his general, still full Bushido, no gun or anything on it, so it's quite strange, because normally like you see him use gun enabled general, but I will let Point Man talk about the build of Klayton now, before it's too late.
Thank you. He has some cav hidden in the forest. I'm sure it's just like 4 Yoriki and like maybe Saber Cav, Revolver Cav like he brought last round. I can't really see them anymore, but so far in the open is the Yoriki, 2 of them. On his center, he does have Red Bear, White Bear, White Bear, a 150 range French Marine, a 150 range Royal Marine, and on his right he does have another Red Bear, and that would do it. And he still has a command gen.
So yeah, we're gonna see Killerfish engaging on his right flank with the Yarikachi moving in, and the Yariki already engaged.
A little bit of lag. I mean, it's common in these matches. I mean, Germany and Russia, fatherland versus the motherland. Looks like Killerfish is, or I think that's Klayton. Yeah, that's Klayton. He has the workshop, so he will have an advantage when it comes to like melee defense and armor. But it looks like that's not going to really matter at this point because he's being shot and the match is really laggy.
Looks like we'll have a drop.
Shameful to spray.
Oh, Majutsu. That explains why like we had a strange, like how he ended his part of the.
There's a battle
counter,
going on.
yeah. So it looks like there's a charge from Klayton into White Bears of Killerfish. Good job, because they didn't really get shot while charging. White Bear was, I think it was reloading. Killerfish though, he does seem to be mopping up this flank where the workshop is, but Klayton has the farmhouse. Took it with his Red Bears, so he can kite if necessary. He's also got a nice position in the forest with the Royal Marines, which, strangely enough, the Royal Marines didn't actually get the first volley on those Red Bears, and his general is gonna get attacked by Killerfish.
Well, it's going to be caught by Cav now. Yep, Yarikachi, Cav going into the rear of these Royal Marines. I think it's pretty much over for Klayton at this point, unless he can reinforce quick enough with his Cav, but his Cav is going to be sandwiched. Look at this. Killerfish has Saber Cav, 2 Yariki behind his lines, and he is supporting in the front with his guns. He has even more Cav into Klayton's guns and his general, and it's just really chaotic for him. He's going to try and do, Klayton's going to try and do a countercharge into the Shogunate Guard Infantry of Killerfish, and it's just pretty much Cav on guns, Cav on Cav fights over here and there, and I can't really tell who's winning at the moment. I'm assuming Killerfish should win since he does have Yarikachi in the mix, the melee mix of the Cav fights and against Klayton's guns. I can't really, yep. Killerfish is going to win this on this side of the battlefield. Klayton is already saying GG. The most he could do at this point is maybe kite away. He does have the farmhouse, so he will have the stamina and speed to do that.
But there's really like not much that Klayton can do right now. His Cav was just, it came so late. I mean, by the time his Cav arrived, that flank was already won for Killerfish.
To be honest, I would have reacted a lot quickly. I mean, seeing Yarikachi just circling around, you know they're going to try and flank you, so you can't really spare or stretch out your lines.
Yeah, you should have just either attacked on the other flank with the Cav that he had there, or just sent his Cav to the other flank quicker. as a reinforcement, but he did it far too slowly, so his infantry got charged by Cav and Yarikachi, and he got completely flanked. That was his major problem.
But I really like Killerfish's build. I mean, it was so flexible. He at least brought some melee this time. He brought a lot of cav. He split up his melee forces. He stretched out Klayton's lines. He knew he wasn't going to bring like the cav heavy build like he didn't last round, so I guess he took his chances. And I guess before, Killerfish brought too much cav, so he couldn't really use them efficiently against so many lines, and there was just so much going on during the first battle. But the second battle, he just used better tactics.
Yeah, and in the second battle, actually, his Cav, his Yariki, they were all level 2. In the first battle, he had like a mix of level 7 and level 2, I believe. Mostly level 7. I think it was 3 level 7 and 1 level 2, but not exactly, I don't exactly remember that. And he also had a Revolver Cav and Imperial Guard Cav, so that was a lot of gun Cav for him. Very costly.
Well, actually, it's funny though, because ironically, like, Killerfish brought many more cav than Klayton in the first round, yet Klayton actually won the cav fights. He engaged with his cav, with his infantry, and shot him up with his revolver cav. This time, his Cherokee and his revolver cav, if you look in the unit statistics, didn't kill anything.
Yeah. Just because his revolver cav was totally out of position, like he was not able to stop the enemy with anything while his revolver cav. Like generally what you want to do is you want to stop the enemy's cav units from getting to your revolver cav so that your revolver cav can fire while the enemy is in place. Also, revolver cav, I don't know, he maybe could have used it to kill those Yarikachi, I don't know.
Well, he still had to face so much cav.
Yeah.
Killerfish had 6 compared to his 5
Yeah.
or 6. I think he had 5. I don't know. They were hidden.
Yeah, so he should have done a lot more with the revolver cav. At least stop him with the Yariki while his revolver cav just shoots. That's what he could have done, and that would have probably given him the at least much better chances in this game.
I mean, he did give off, like, once all those Yarikachi were blobbed up, I don't know if you noticed, but he gave off a really nice bombardment.
Yeah.
There was just bodies flying all over the place and everything. I had to get close up with my camera. Wait till you see it. But he did weaken up those Yarikachi while losing only like 1 or 2 lines.
Yeah, it was zoomed out, so I couldn't really see it up close, so I didn't get to see how much damage it did, but I did actually notice it. But anyway, this was game number 2, so it is now, the series is now tied up 1-1, best of 5. And best killers for Killerfish, we have 122 kills Saber Cav, so this time they definitely paid for themselves. The other Saber Cav, not as many kills though. As for his Yariki, just look, level 2 Yariki with 120 kills. Such a cheap unit with so many kills. Like it literally is very cheap. So nice usage by Killerfish to get 120 kills with them, and they're probably still in the game after all that, after all those battles, after all those engagements that he had. For Klayton, none of his units were really cost efficient, even his marines. Because they were engaged in melee by Yarikachi, they couldn't really become cost efficient. Neither of them. But anyway, unless you guys have anything else to add, gonna stop it here.
Apologies for disconnecting.
Shameful display, Majutsu.
Shameful.
Point
I was
out.
getting into it.
Anything to add?
You're going on my new top 10.
Oh no.
Alright.
I'm already in your top 10, right?
So,
Yep.
see you in game number 3. Not sure which map, but we'll find out very soon. Hello, my fellow Fall of the Samurai players. The Prussian Prince here.
He's trying to steal. You can't steal Zerup's intro. You can't do that.
You just did.
Sorry, shameful display. Alright. So as you can hear, I'm here with Pointman and Mujutsu.
Hello.
And we are all casting, well, at least me and Pointman, since Mujutsu is not in the game. How dare you not be in this epic
I was
He's
too
a
late.
dropper.
dropper? Alright, so we have Farmhouse, Shrine, Workshop, and it is Killerfish against Klayton. Currently the score is 1-1, so they're both tied. It's a best of 5. And game should be starting soon, considering that both players are ready. But for Killerfish, we have... Actually, he did change his gen. He now has gun enabled and command and stand and fight. So it's mostly command general. Then he has... what is this? US Marines. 3 units of white bears, I believe. No, 2 red bears and 1 white bear on his right flank. Then 2 Yariki level 2 and Saber Cav level 2, as well as a spear levy hidden in the forest. As for his left flank, he has 1 spear levy and 2 red bears, also with 2 Yariki supporting level 2 and a Saber Cav level 2 as well. So pretty much very similar Cav force to the last game. Actually, is it the same Cav force for Killerfish? I believe it's the same Cav force. Because he did have 6 Cav last game, right? With 4 Yariki level 2 and 2 Saber Cav
Yep,
level 2.
exactly.
But anyway, game is starting. So what is the
And
build?
Klayton's build is 4 white bears. He also has 4 Yariki, 1 Yarikachi, 2 spear levy, a United States Marines, and his same old command gen.
Now we can see that Killerfish, he's rushing up with his Cav. He's trying to get some map control, as he knows that his Cav is well, he has more Cav than Klayton, so he can't afford to spread out his Cav like that. He has basically, he's gonna have 3 against the 2 on each flank.
Actually,
being said-
Klayton does have a hidden revolver cav he just revealed.
Oh well, that does
He's always
change
pulling.
things.
He always does that to me.
Anyway, we can see that Killerfish, he's gonna get a unit to, what is this, the Shrine. So he makes sure that the Klayton cannot get it. But in the center though, Killerfish, he should have the first volley. Is he gonna hit the white bears or the US Marines? I believe he's gonna hit the white bears. No, he hit the US Marines, even though the white bears went in front, they went in range first. Here comes the engagement in the forest. Yariki running away for Killerfish.
Well, on the right flank, it looks like Klayton, he is in position. He is sending up his spear levy. Just spear levy versus spear levy. He's sending one to block out Killerfishes, and he's sending another just to disorganize or protect one of his line infantry. He was going to send it. Yep, he's going to send it against the red bear that he's being shot by. And he does have a nice little cav force piling up. Looks like he is mobilized into attack. Killerfish is also sending a Yariki against the United States Marines by the Shrine. And it looks like Klayton, he has his general there. So if Killerfish wants, he could switch targets to his gen.
And that naval bombardment is so devastating, it killed like 20 to 30 men in Killerfish's United States Marines. That was a really nice job by Klayton, but as we can see on the right flank, Killerfish seems to be doing a good job. And Klayton, he actually has 1 Yariki dismounted that took the workshop. He really needs to mount that back up on horses, otherwise he will lose it to just only like 1 or 2 volleys from that white bear. Well, maybe 2 volleys. And we can also see that Killerfish, he's basically winning on the left flank, and Klayton's army just chain routed, it seems. So that's looks like game is pretty much over at this point.
And his general is all alone. Yep, he's saying GG, he knows it.
Wow, what a quick game.
Well, Klayton just kind of overextended. He pushed up against Killerfish's already set and ready forces. I mean, Killerfish gave off the first shot. Klayton, I don't know what he could have done really. I guess attack on the other flank, or he did have the workshop, so why didn't he push up over there?
Yeah. I don't know, that was it was a strange game. Certainly, like attacking the forest was not the best course of action. Should have approached this differently. I mean, the only way he would have won that engagement in the forest was if Killerfish mismicroed like terribly, because he, like you said, he had the first shot and his cav was there.
Check this out, man. Killerfish's best killers are Spear Levy, 157 kills. They
Oh,
lost the least, killed the most. Unbelievable.
this does not
Hero
make
Spear Levy
sense.
right here.
This does not make sense.
I do not know either.
I don't know.
Hero Spear Levy.
Were they chasing routing units or what were they doing?
They were beasting it up.
Wow. Oh, and again, Yariki level 2 with 122 kills. And another Yariki level 2 with 101 kills. So basically his Yarikis are just level 2. They did an amazing job. So we can see for Klayton though, his cav, even though upgraded a little bit more than Killerfish's, did not manage to pay off. And his revolver cav, it did nothing until the very end of the game. So he was engaged too late with he engaged it far too late, basically.
I wish Klayton would stop doing that line on line builds, because when I face Killerfish, just from personal experience, I mean, he's a good player. I just don't want to do those line on line fights against him. He's just going to win them because he controls his cav so well. So that's why I end up rushing, because I'm desperate. I just want to end it quickly. I just want to. That's the only way you could usually beat Killerfish, by rushing him with melee.
Well, he probably has. Well, he has a lot of experience against everything, but he probably has more experience against line heavy builds. That being said, so he should know how to deal with them much better than rushes. Since
I mean,
rushes,
if he mixed it up though, like before he took 5 cav in the first match, and he brought a good amount of lines, and he won that against Killerfish's heavy cav build. If he switched it up to like spear heavy and added some swords to that, and just plain rushed Killerfish, Killerfish wouldn't be able to answer that. I have a build where it's like 4 spear levy, 4 Yorikachi, 3 shogatai, and like 2 imperial guard cav, and I used that to rush against Killerfish, and he couldn't really answer that because he would just suicide cav on spears. I would send my swords against his guns, and who knows? I mean, anything can go.
yeah, and rushes have kind of fallen out of style. Not a lot of players still use them. Most players, they just go for pure line builds or just mix it up with guns and spears. No one really does only melee and cav anymore.
Well,
Well,
what about what
almost
we
no
did
one.
in that 2v2 against Killerfish and Tejal?
Yeah.
We went line spam, line spam heavy in the first game, and then we mixed it up with some melee and
Yeah.
cav in the second game. You brought a cav heavy build, and I brought a rush,
Yeah, completely switching it up to the opposite.
and we crushed them both times. So it's good to transition to something different because they couldn't expect it.
Yeah, like they probably would expect something similar if you just won with it, or certainly not something as crazy as going to the other extreme. Anyway, I guess we should be going on to the next game. So see you guys in the next game. Hello, this is the Prussian Prince with Pointman
Your Max gamer.
and Majutsu, the Dutch gamer.
Hey.
Hello.
Wait, you're Dutch? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Well, now you know.
How
You learn
could you not
something
know
every
that?
day.
Anyway, there's a game.
And as always,
You brought a build. You brought a build. I predicted again.
as always, I'm gonna go over Killerfish's build. He has, what is this unit? this fun looking unit. It's a general, command general with gun enabled. Then he has, what is this, 5 lines in the front. Seems like 4 of those are red bears and a Vermilion Bird Force rank 2 with 2 reload upgrades. Then supporting them he has 2 Yarikachi vanilla and another Yarikachi actually rank 6, and on his left flank he has 2 Yariki level 2 and the Yariki level 7. Right flank he has 2 Yariki level 2 again and the Saber Cav level 2. So interesting build by Killerfish. This is sort of like what Duck would bring on this map. He likes to bring Yarikachi on this map to block people from charging him with melee rushes, and it works quite well for him, I think. And
Klayton's build, he has 3 Yariki, 1 Shogun Guard Cav. Maybe he's hiding another Revolver Cav in the forest. Who knows? He usually does that to me. He does have let's see, Red Bear and a Royal Marine. He does have 3 Spear Levy and 2 Shogatai, and a Command Gen still.
So on the map we have Sword Dojo, Shrine, and Archery Dojo. Obviously, both players are gonna go for the Shrine, as that is the most important dojo to have on the map, considering the builds. And here goes the match. We can see that Killerfish, well, as in the beginning, his cav is split up because he wants to get the map control, but this time I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to, because look at what Klayton's doing. He just showed Imperial Guard cav from the forest,
and of course he brings out more cav out the forest. God damn you, Klayton. He has a Yariki and Imperial Guard cav that came out of the forest, so he's gonna send 1 Yariki to the archery. And why isn't he sending his 3 Yariki to the shrine?
Well, he is a command gen, so he can't really capture it, and he wouldn't be able to do that. Look at Killerfish though. He's capturing the Sword Dojo with the Saber Cav. He's already got it. That was quick. And on the other side, Archie Dojo for Klayton, but he does not. He only has 2 line units, so it's not really gonna help him.
And Klayton is going towards the Sword Dojo. It looks like Killerfish is going to try and get that out of his favor. That's weird though. I mean, he didn't dismount or nothing. So how's he getting... Oh no, he's not. Killerfish had it, so he's trying to get it out of Killerfish's favor. So he wasn't able to do that. Now he's going to rush with his Shogatai. The weird thing is he's sending his Shogatai in first, so they're going to be vulnerable to cavalry charges. And the spears are following behind, so no protection there. He's going to have to fall them back, and they're going to sustain a lot of casualties from the guns of Killerfish. And Killerfish is going to hold his Yarikachi back. He's not going to commit him just yet. He's going to save him for when the counterattack comes.
Look at the nice positioning for Killerfish. He has 1 red bear that is facing towards his Vermilion Bird Force from the side, and it has really nice line of sight actually. It can fire over the heads of those Vermilion Bird Force units. However, the shrine is now being captured by Klayton with the Shogitai, so Killerfish needs... Oh, he should have sent in that Yarikachi to make sure that it's not capped. But I guess he wants to keep it safe for now. But I think he should have just went for that shrine. Now he's gonna put that red bear over there to decap it though, and he's gonna do so very quickly as naval bombardment goes down and takes out 20 men out of his red bear. And now cav engagement by Killerfish. That unit got decimated.
And Killerfish is engaging with a Yariki. Did get cleaned off, so Klayton's gonna do his own countercharge with his Shogun and Guard Cav. And he's gonna, looks like he was gonna send a Spear Levy, but he's gonna hold it back because he sees that Killerfish is sending out the Yariki to countercharge his Yariki. And can't really see what else. It looks like he's gonna commit his Spear Levy up just to take out Killerfish's Yarikachi, but that's not gonna happen. I can't really see what else they're doing. It's kind of a stare down on the right flank.
Yeah, but I think if Klayton plays this right, I think he should have You should be able to win it though.
Yeah, but Killerfish is breaking through. Shisharikachi killed off Klayton's spear levy, and his Yeriki is kind of vulnerable at the moment inside of Killerfish's center. His center has like 2 Yeriki. His Klayton's Yeriki is attacking a red bear, so it's not really doing much there. So he's gonna pull out.
But in the center, Klayton, I believe Klayton has the advantage in the center if he uses that Yariki properly. Which, well, he has 2 Yariki over there, one that's pretty much full strength. But he should really be charging it. And here comes his general into the red bears. Nice move. Like,
Yeah, but now they're gonna be charged by Yeriki
Yeah.
by Killerfish.
Looks like the game is soon to be over because Killerfish mopped up the right flank while Klayton was unable to win his right flank. It was, I mean, that was his only hope to win his right flank, because on the left he was losing because of that Yarikachi that was charging him. And now Klayton's general is gonna die. He's pretty much gonna lose this game now. So, very nice performance by Killerfish. In the first game, he looked kind of shaky, but I guess he adapted and he ended up being the winner in this best of 5.
I really do like how Klayton mixed it up though at the end. Maybe he should have done that for the second and third match.
True, but this map, it's pretty good for melee rushes as well.
Yeah, but that's what your opponent would expect you to take.
That's
so
true.
Kind of takes out the whole psyching out your opponent part.
Yeah. Anyway, we will get to look at the unit statistics. Just a moment. As soon as my game loads, because I have it on ultra, so the game does not load that quickly for me. Loads very quickly when I use medium settings though. That's how I play it, so I don't get any frame drops. Anyway, for Killerfish, he deployed more than Klayton and he killed more in this battle. Kill-wise, the Yarikachis, they just did an amazing job. I believe it was the Yarikachi over on Killerfish's right flank. I don't remember which one it was exactly, but I think that's the one, yeah, because it was a rank 6 one, and his vanilla ones, they were in the center, helping him protect the center. But for the cav of Killerfish, didn't really do much, and he sacrificed Saber Cav in the beginning for pretty much no reason. That's the unit with 0 kills at the bottom of Killerfish's units. It's the last unit. What else can I say? Well, his Vermilions, they did hold up a lot because they have high morale. They were in the center. And they were able to do quite a lot of damage to Klayton's melee units, because Klayton, he didn't really, I guess he used his Shogitai in loose formation, but didn't really seem to have a meat shield there, or did he? I don't actually remember. Or did he have meat shields, or?
Nope.
Not sure. Yeah.
He did have them, but he put them at the back of his Shogitai. So yeah.
Yeah. Anything else to add, Pointman? Or
Pointman's gone.
Oh.
I don't know. But
we lost Pointman.
Looking at the stream, it's done now as well. I think a rush could have worked, but he should have gone a bit more to the right from his perspective, so less line units could shoot him. Now, a couple of line units, like 2 or 3 line units, were able to shoot his Shogitai and his melee units. If you go a bit further to the right, to the side of the hill, only one unit will be able to fire at you.
I mean behind, like on the
yeah,
ridge,
to
or
hide behind the hill.
Yeah.
Because his army wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't bad. And of course, charging in the Shogitai first without protection for Cav or
actually,
yeah, that wasn't smart.
Vanilla Shogunate Guard Cav is questionable though, because it's so slow and it has quite low melee attack. It's
You might have wanted it for the morale.
but he has Imperial
Aura.
Guard cavalry though.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. Like in this case, level 2 Shogunate Guard Cav with 2 attack upgrades maybe would have been better.
Yep, definitely.
He could have used more melee units if he just dropped that Shogunate Guard Cav. And he had pretty strong cavalry regardless. Like 2 of those were level 6. The other 2 were level no, 3 of those were level 6 and 1 was vanilla, so spent a lot of cocoa on the cav. As well as having Imperial Guard cav, so he only had like 2 actual melee units, like 2 Shogitai units level 2, and Killerfish had 3 Yarikachi, so it didn't go too well for Klayton. I guess the advantage that Klayton had was in his cavalry department. Like he couldn't actually beat.
He had a strong cav, but he didn't really. Well, I think in the end he had a good chance at winning with the cav, but
yeah,
just couldn't make it.
So I mean, I'm looking at it, and he has 2 Shogitai, and that's goes against 2 Yarikachi vanilla and the Yarikachi level 6.
Yeah, like he didn't get them properly in combat. At least one of them just died before it actually did anything. So that's just a waste of money.
Yeah, like his melee rush didn't really connect with what was supposed to.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is it, guys. So Point Man unfortunately abandoned us. Don't know why. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want to see more, don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Subscribe to Mojutsu on YouTube as well. He is Mojutsu1. And Point Man, he is Reflex CSS.
Yep.
See you next time.
See you.